Wait, so you want to graduate in 4 years? Why would you want to do that? Alright guys, what's up? It's me, Tommy. Oh, and today I'm going to tell you guys how I graduated college in 3 years. And you can do it too, of course. So, let me tell you guys a little bit about me. So, I have my bachelor's in accounting and I graduated in 3 years. I graduated high school back in 2017, and then I graduated with my bachelor's in accounting in 2020. So I know a little something about, you know, the game and this and that. So, you know, hopefully you guys can get some info. If not, sorry. Alrighty, so the first thing I did was, in my high school, and I'm pretty sure a lot of high schools do this, they probably have concurrent enrollment classes. So concurrent enrollment classes happen or are basically this. So you have to take a certain class for high school credit, but you can take it either at a partnering institution, so partnering community college with your high school, or you can take it at your high school and either your high school teacher can teach it and they just are certified to teach college classes, or a college professor can teach it, and you get dual credit. So you get high school credit so you can graduate high school, you also get credit for your bachelor's as well. So I did that for a couple of classes, so let me just list a few. So I did that for English comp, I did that for a whole bunch of business classes, business law, marketing, I don't know, a lot of business classes. Because let me go to the next point. So my high school, and I know a lot of high schools might not do this, but a lot might, this also goes hand in hand with the concurrent enrollment piece that I just talked about previously, is that my school had pathways. So I think there's a couple different pathways. That their health pathway, there was the engineering pathway, the business pathway, and I think there's one more pathway, but like the Maya pathway, I don't know. There's like a couple different pathways. I happen to be in the business pathway. So my business teacher or teachers were certified to do the dual enrollment courses. So a lot of the classes that I had to take when I became a freshman or sophomore in college, all my prereqs, not all my prereqs, but a good chunk of my prereqs were already done, and I didn't have to take those classes like B-Law. I know B-Law in my business school was treacherous. Everyone complained about it. It was super hard, this and that, and I took it in high school and it was a piece of cake. So if your high school can do that, you should definitely take as many of those courses as you feel you can handle. My little brother, he's not really that little anymore, he's 17, he's about to turn 18, but he has about 35 college credits, so he's doing great. No, I'm lying, he has over 40 college credits actually, so he might actually come into college and be a junior. And I know like one of my college friends came in as a junior as well. I graduated high school with about 30 college credits, so I came in as a sophomore, but I know it's definitely doable to come in college and be a junior, as long as you finesse these classes a little bit, and just do good on these, because technically I feel like when you take these classes in high school, or you take them at a community college, they're slightly easier. I could be wrong, but that's just my personal experience, and most of the time these classes are free, so it doesn't hurt you, it just helps you. I know that sometimes these classes you can't transfer them to every public institution. I know private institutions usually don't take these credits, but I know public in-state universities usually do take these credits. Just make sure you go to an in-state college, or a college that you know they would transfer at. Guys, if you do the college concurrent enrollment, high school like dual enrollment courses, make sure you only take what you can handle. I said C's get degrees, but guys, if you get a D on these concurrent enrollment classes, it transfers onto your college transcript as a D. And in college, a D is like no credit, and it already messes up your GPA before you get into college. So make sure that you're doing these college classes and you're taking them seriously. And I know some school districts make you repay the classes if you fail them, so take them seriously. They are serious. I just wanted to tell you guys about that. Just make sure you take them very seriously. A lot of the time they don't offer impossible like classes to pass as high school students, so they're doable classes. They're not extremely hard classes, and a lot of the classes, at least in my business pathway, I had to take anyways, so there was no point of me not getting the business credit for them. So I made my parents sign the waiver, you know, this and that. But if I didn't take them seriously, my college GPA would be affected, and that would affect me being able to get into grad school. That would affect me being able to get into any postgraduate anything. So take those classes very seriously, guys. It's serious. It can affect your college life before you even get into college. Your parents might have to pay for the classes if you do not pass them, so take them very serious. So my next tip is do more than the minimum full-time requirement. Okay, so stay with me. So if you are a traditional student and you typically graduate in 4 years, you probably didn't do summer classes, and you probably didn't come in with any prereqs covered or any extra like college credits from high school, and you probably take 15 credit hours every single semester, I believe. Let me do some math. Okay, so let's do some math. If you are a traditional student and you're planning to graduate in 4 years, you have to take a total of 15 credit hours every single semester. And that typically does not include any summer classes or any summer semesters, because you just have to take 15 credit hours every single semester, and you'll graduate in 4 years. So what I did was I had like no summers off. I took extra classes in the summer semesters, and I also did this thing at my institution. It's called Maymester. So Maymester is just like you just take an accelerated course. It's like 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks, and you do one whole course. They only let you do one whole course. We do one whole course in 2 weeks, and it's crammed, and it's just like supercharged, and then you can have the rest of your summer, or you can start your summer classes then. But if your institution offers accelerated courses, either at the beginning of summer or maybe during winter break, do it. Especially if you know that you're taking harder classes during the regular semesters and you can't do more than 15 credit hours, then just do extra classes in the summer, or just do extra classes during other terms like Maymester if your institution offers something similar to that. The only way you can graduate in less than 4 years is if you come in with more credit, more college credit than the standard student, which is none. So if you come in with some college credit and you're taking more than 15 credit hours, or at least 15, if it just depends, you know, you guys are catching the gist. If you don't come in with any college credit at all, you need to take more than 15 credit hours. You need to take like 18, and you need to do summer classes. Simple, you guys. But I'm telling you, you can also do this little hack that I heard about. It's called CLEP. So CLEP classes are just a standardized test that you can test out of pretty much. It's like you testing out of a college class, but they have them in like sociology, they have them in like calculus, they have them in marketing, like principles of marketing, principles of accounting. Like they just have all these CLEP classes. So it's usually like 100 like questions and like probably like 120 minutes, and you can do that, you know, just study for a CLEP class instead of taking the class for the whole semester. Do that. You just need to find different ways to supplement your credits, and you should be able to graduate in under 3 years, or 3 years at least, or at least less than 4. Alrighty, so just to recap, so you can do concurrent enrollment classes. So that includes classes that you can do by yourself that you enroll at a community college, or if your school provides concurrent enrollment classes, take some of those, or even AP classes. The thing is about AP classes that you have to take a certain test and score, I think a 3 or higher typically on those tests. So that's why I stayed away from AP classes and I took current enrollment classes, because technically the grade that you get in the class, as long as you pass, you usually get the college credit. Because let's say you get a C, and that's a C is usually like passing. C's get degrees, you know. So if you get a C on a current enrollment class, it transfers to your transcript as a C and you pass. But the thing is with AP classes is that if you take the AP class, you might do well in the class, but if you just don't do well on the test, you just don't get the credit at all. So it's just like a wasted semester, wasted class, in my opinion. At least you get to graduate high school, but it doesn't count for your college. So that's why I recommend concurrent enrollment classes, or classes, just college classes that you take by yourself. There's also the CLEP classes, where you basically test out of certain gen eds. So like sociology, psychology, calculus, you know, English composition. You can even do like principles of like marketing, like all these classes. You can look it up. So you can test out of all these classes, but make sure that the institution that you're planning on going to accepts those CLEP classes. So you can honestly just Google, hey, does the University of Miami accept CLEP classes? And then you'll see a list of the CLEP classes. If they do accept CLEP classes, you'll see a list of the ones that are allowed, and then you can just take those and test out pretty much. And CLEP classes are usually like $90 to $100, just depending on like the test site, which test you're taking. It's usually less than like $150 for everything, even if you take the class or the test on online, because you can take the test remote now because of COVID. But you can do that. And lastly, make sure that you do extra semesters or accelerated courses in college. So do summer classes, guys. Summer is not for fun. You are not a professional yet. Take summer classes, or take different terms. So like a Maymester, like I explained earlier. Or my college also offers accelerated 8-week courses, so do that, and then take a couple extra classes that way. Alrighty guys, I hope I was able to help you guys. If you guys have any questions, just leave them down below and I'll get to you as soon as possible. Don't forget to subscribe if I helped you out, and if you guys want to hear any more college tips and tricks.